Weather is finally here, and it's time to bust out of the house and out of your routines. Get outside and try something new, like the new Bacon Cajun Ranch McCrispy, paired with an Oreo frappe and McDonald's world-famous fries. Say yes to spring with tender chicken covered in tangy Cajun ranch sauce. You can even get 25% off any order of $5 or more when you use mobile order and pay in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through May 19th, 2024 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Real wood products, grown, harvested, and produced by over 42,000 Missourians, offer authentic beauty, warmth, and lasting value that lookalikes can't match. When remodeling a home or business, make informed choices by visiting ChooseWood.com. For your next home or business project, choose real wood products, grown, harvested, and produced right here. Learn more at ChooseWood.com. Sponsored by the Missouri Forest Products Association.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 88 and light and variable winds. Then tonight we'll have mostly clear skies. Our low temperature will be around 67 and we'll have those light southerly winds still with us tonight. Tomorrow is Independence Day, and we'll be sunny with a high temperature near 89. Now, our heat index value tomorrow will be as high as 93, with calm winds that become southerly 5 to 7 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night will be mostly clear, with low around 67. We'll have a light southerly wind. Then Saturday we should be sunny with a high near 89. Winds will be out of the south Saturday, 3 to 7 miles per hour. Then Saturday night, we expect partly cloudy skies, low temperature around 69 degrees. Sunday, we do have a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms during Sunday afternoon, with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 87. Then skies will be partly cloudy Sunday night, low around 68. Monday afternoon, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies, and a high near 86. Then we'll be partly cloudy Monday night, low around 68. We have a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 87. Then a chance of showers Tuesday night with partly cloudy skies and low around 66 degrees. And Wednesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 87 degrees. That has been your noon hour weather forecast brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. When most of us think about the 4th of July, we picture fireworks, grilled hot dogs and burgers, and maybe an uncle who insists on wearing a full American flag outfit. July 4th is also a special day for my family as we celebrate my mama, Judy Young's birthday. She is a firecracker through and through. But beneath the red, white, and blue fanfare lies a story that's just as rooted in the soil as it is in our history books. Because when America declared independence, it was farmers who helped make that freedom possible. Back in 1776, the United States wasn't exactly a land of tech startups and coffee shops. It was a nation of farmers. About 90% of the population worked the land. The founding fathers weren't just revolutionaries with quills and powdered wigs. Many of them were also people with muddy boots and a deep understanding of the value of manure. George Washington ran a large plantation and kept detailed records of his crops. Thomas Jefferson couldn't resist experimenting with new heirloom tomatoes. To these early Americans, farming wasn't just a job. It was a lifestyle, a moral ideal, and a symbol of self-reliance. Thomas Jefferson once said, "Those who labor in the earth are the chosen people of God." I agree. Happy 4th. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
For years, subscribers have relied upon Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter as a daily source of ag news and information. Now there's an audio program as well. The daily wrap-up highlights the day's news and market movers and includes updates on crop and livestock prices, market trends, weather conditions affecting agriculture, and major news events or policy changes that impact the industry. It gives farmers and ranchers, traders, and industry stakeholders the information they need to make informed decisions and stay current with the evolving agricultural landscape. The long-form program airs on the Agra America streaming channel and is offered as a podcast in the Agra America podcast repository at agraamerica.com. Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter is a free daily email publication delivered to subscribers' email inboxes Monday through Friday. Sign up for free at brownfieldagnews.com.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Direct cash cattle trade got underway and cash hogs ended the day higher. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. There was a light round of direct cash cattle business that developed on Wednesday. Deals in Nebraska were marked at $230 to $231 live, which is steady to $1 lower than the prior week's weighted averages, and at $368 to $370 dressed, which was steady to $2 below the previous week's weighted average basis. Live deals in the South were marked at $224, about $1 lower than the previous week's business. At the Kingsville Livestock Auction in Missouri, steers sold from steady to $12 higher. Heifer sold from steady to $5 higher, with spots of $20 higher. The USDA says there was a light to moderate supply, but demand was good. Medium and large one feeder steer, 601 to 643 pounds, brought $364 to $382. Feeder steer, 703 to 732 pounds, brought $335 to $347.50. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 620 to 647 pounds, brought $330 to $353.50. Box beef closed mixed with light to moderate demand for moderate offerings. Choice was down 74 cents at $394.86. Select was 25 cents higher at $380.31. Estimated cattle slaughter was 122,000 head, up 4,000 on the week and up about 500 on the year. Cash hogs closed higher with a solid negotiated run. The global demand for U.S. pork has been strong, which has been adding value to the market. Domestic demand has also shown some strength lately, likely benefiting from pork being competitively priced in the retail space. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were up 51 cents with a weighted average of 112.06. The Iowa Minnesota closed 6 cents higher with a weighted average of 111.51. And the Western Corn Belt closed 65 cents higher with a weighted average of 112.06. Pork values closed lower, down $1.55 at 110.75. Butts, ribs, and bellies were all sharply lower. And the estimated hog slaughter was 482,000 head, up 4,000 on the week and up about 15,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were higher with boxed beef up at middays, and lean hog futures ended the day mixed on the steady to higher cash business and lower pork values during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
More than 200,000 children in Missouri struggle with hunger. Missouri farmers, ranchers, and others in the agricultural community launched Drive to Feed Kids to ensure Missouri kids have the food they need to thrive. Since 2017, the Missouri Farmers Care Drive to Feed Kids has provided more than 12,300 meals. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
Imagine having more days of perfect weather, a combine that's more powerful, or even more soybean bushels per acre at harvest. With Revitec fungicide, you don't have to imagine that last one, because it's proven to deliver up to 9.5 more soybean bushels per acre than the competition. With results like that, it's easy to see why Revitec fungicide is the #1 recommended fungicide by soybean farmers. Visit Revitec.com and talk to your BASF retailer today. Always read and follow label directions.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Well, at this time, we normally have those updated funeral announcements, but we're pleased to report that we have none to pass along to you today. Stay tuned. We've got more ahead for you here on KSMO. And that has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Police Department reports that at approximately 10 o'clock Wednesday night, officers with the Salem Police Department responded to the 700 block of South Elmer after receiving information that a shooting had taken place and a victim was shot and rushed to the ER and later flown out of treatment. The reported shooter remained inside the residence and refused to comply with officers' commands to exit. A perimeter was established with the assistance of the Dent County Sheriff's Office and Highway Patrol. Rolla SWAT was contacted and responded to the scene to assist. The reported shooter was taken into custody without incident after a prolonged standoff. The investigation is ongoing. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. The Dent County Commissioners met this morning at the courthouse. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson was absent due to a prior commitment. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley appointed District 1 Commissioner Keith Green to serve as presiding commissioner. In the road report, Green reported that his guys are off today and tomorrow for the holiday. He said they have been working on repairing storm-damaged roadways. Green said his crew may be able to get back to grading next week. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported that his crew worked late on Wednesday in order to get Dent County roads 5300, 3310, and 4300 safely passable as they had suffered severe storm damage, especially at the low water crossings. Williams wanted to give citizens a heads up that on Monday, a farmer that has cattle guards on County Road 3180 will be pulling those up to perform some maintenance. Motorists will still be able to travel the road as there are gates that will be open to go around the work. Curley reported that She balanced with the collector, assessor, and treasurer on all monthly collections, add-ons, and abatements for the month of June, and that the commissioners had her reports to review. She noted that bills were being approved by the commissioners and that the courthouse would be closed Friday in observance of Independence Day. Curley also noted that Monday the commissioners would be opening bids at 10 o'clock for engineering services. The next meeting of the Denton County Commission will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Colonel Michael Turner, Superintendent of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, reminds Missouri's travelers to make smart choices for a safe July 4th holiday. Whether planning to visit one of Missouri's recreational opportunities or hosting a backyard barbecue, everyone should make safety part of their plans. No matter how you decide to celebrate, your smartest choice is to follow all Missouri traffic or boating laws. During the 2024 counting period, 14 people were killed and 560 were injured in Missouri over the Independence Day holiday in 1,366 traffic crashes. Last year, during the counting period, troopers arrested 149 people for driving while intoxicated. All available troopers will be patrolling Missouri's roadways to enforce traffic and boating laws and offering assistance as needed. The Highway Patrol will participate in Operation CARE, which stands for Crash Awareness and Reduction Effort. And for those on the water, the Highway Patrol will participate in Operation Dry Water. Operation Dry Water specifically targets impaired vessel operators. Missouri boaters are asked to do their part by remaining alert for other boats and swimmers and being courteous on the water. In 2024, there were 10 boating crashes, which included 7 injuries, but there were no fatalities. No one drowned during last year's July 4th holiday. Troopers made 12 boating while intoxicated arrests over last year's Independence Day holiday weekend. The 2025 July 4th holiday counting period will begin tonight, starting at 6 this evening, and lasting through 11:59 Sunday night, July 6th. Anyone needing assistance or who witnesses criminal activity while traveling on Missouri's roadways can contact the nearest Highway Patrol Troop Headquarters by calling the Patrol Emergency Report line at 800-525-5555 or star 55 on a cellular phone. Healthy Denton County is proud to partner with MU Extension to launch 100 Miles, 100 Days, a free statewide movement initiative aimed at encouraging Missourians to stay active all summer long. The program did kick off June 16th and runs through the end of the summer. Locally, Healthy Denton County will host a community walk on Wednesday, July 16th, beginning at 11 o'clock. Join MU Extension and Healthy Denton County for a lunch hour walk at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. This free 1-hour event is a fun way to move and stay motivated. All ages and abilities are welcome, whether you've joined the 100 Miles, 100 Days Challenge or are just getting started. Use your lunch break to stretch your legs, connect with others, and recharge for the rest of the day. Most fellow participants meet fellow participants and swap tips to stay motivated all summer long. During the 100 Miles, 100 Days program, participants are encouraged to move in ways they enjoy, whether it's walking, biking, dancing, swimming, or even strength training. You set your own goal and track your activity over the 100-day period. Weekly reminders and motivational tips will be sent to help keep you inspired. This is a great opportunity to boost your health, connect with others, and maybe even spark some friendly competition. To register, visit the MU Extension website and search for 100 Miles, 100 Days, or stop by the Denton County Extension office. If you'd like more information about the community walk, contact Healthy Denton County at 573-729-8163. And speaking of the 100 Miles, 100 Days, the 2025 Show Me State Games will kick off with a celebration as old as the games. The opening ceremony is a must-see free event that will be fun for the entire family. There'll be a parade of athletes that can participate in, and guest speakers, and much more. If you're in town Friday, July 18th, you're not going to want to miss out on this event at the Mizzou Arena. Again, that's 100 Miles, 100 Days Show Me Games. The Arcadia Valley Chamber of Commerce will again partner with the Missouri State Parks and Battle of Pilot Knob State Historic Site to celebrate Independence Day with fireworks display Friday, July 4th. The event will go from 7 to 10:30 in the evening on the historic site grounds. The event is free and open to the public. Attendees are encouraged to bring insect repellent and lawn chairs or blankets to sit on. For more information, contact the site's office at 573-546-3454. The Battle of Pilot Knob State Historic Site is located at 118 East Maple in Pilot Knob. For more information on state parks and historic sites, visit mostateparks.com. Missouri State Parks is a division of the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Missouri Department of Conservation reminds deer hunters to apply online from now through the 31st of this month for a shot of 145 managed deer hunts throughout the state of Missouri. There are hunts for archery, muzzleloader, shotgun, and modern firearms from mid-September through mid-January at designated conservation areas, state and other parks, national wildlife refuges, and other public areas. Some managed deer hunts are held specifically for youth, beginning hunters, or for people with disabilities. Hunters are selected by a weighted random drawing. Draw results will be available starting August 15th. Applicants who are drawn will receive area maps and other hunt information by email or mail. Get more information on managed deer hunts, preview hunt details, and apply starting today, through the 31st of this month at mdc.mo.gov/managed hunt. Details about managed deer hunts can also be found in MDC's 2025 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information booklet, available starting in early July at MDC offices and nature centers, from permit vendors around the state, and online at mdc.mo.gov. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hey, soybean farmers, think a fungicide can't last all season? Well, the proof is in the yield. Farmers who use just one application of Reviloc fungicide are seeing an increased yield of 7.3 bushels per acre over the untreated check. Reviloc fungicide is a disease control powerhouse that delivers season-long protection even against tough southern diseases. See what Reviloc fungicide can do for you. Ask your BASF retailer about Reviloc fungicide today. Always read and follow label directions.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals will have the day off today after being swept and shut out in 3 consecutive games by the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cardinals will be traveling to Chicago Friday to face the Cubs. You can listen to that game live on KSMO 1340 AM or on 95.7 FM with coverage starting at 12:25 and the first pitch at 1:20. Kansas City Royals were in Seattle last night playing their third game in a 4-game series against the Mariners. Salvador Perez drove in Bobby Witt Jr. twice, once in the first and again in the 8th inning, but it wasn't enough to overcome the 3 runs scored by the Seattle Mariners as they defeated the Royals 3-2. Game 4 will be starting tonight at 9:10. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z, and this weekend on the Country Top 40, we're cranking the volume on Freedom on CT40's Let Freedom Sing. Can Kane Brown hold on to the number 1 spot with Backseat Driver, or is someone else about to fire up the anthem of the summer? I'll see you this weekend for all the hits on CT40's Let Freedom Sing.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Royals have no answer for Randy Arozarena. He homered for the 3rd straight game in this series, and the Royals lost to the Mariners 3-2. A short night for starter Noah Cameron, who was pulled in the 5th with the bases loaded.
He was cruising there, through the first 4th, 5th inning. The 4-pitch walk hurt.
Matt Quattrero went to John Schreiber, who ended the threat, but then he gave up the homer to Arozarena to start the 6th. That tied the game. Seattle added 2 more in the 7th. KC wraps up their 4-game series in Seattle tonight. St. Louis has gone a franchise record 49 innings in a row without scoring against division opponents. The Cardinals swept and shut out in Pittsburgh, losing yesterday 5-0. Before that, the Cardinals were shut out twice by the Cubs, and in between all of that was the sweep in Cleveland. Brendan Donovan on this latest sweep in Pittsburgh.
Obviously, this series is frustrating, but it's just one little blip on the radar of 162. So is it frustrating? Absolutely. They just beat us. So they're playing good ball, and we were playing good ball, and they shut us down.
Cardinals off today. They're at the Cubs tomorrow. I mentioned a couple days ago the WNBA is expanding to Philadelphia, Detroit, Cleveland. Sophie Cunningham was asked about expansion into those cities, and she said she can't see how players would be excited playing in places like Detroit or Cleveland. Thought there were other options.
Like everyone loves Florida. Nashville is an amazing city. Kansas City, amazing opportunity. There's a huge arena downtown that no one's using. And I think that the Women's Soccer League is showing that, like, people draw, and so I'm not so sure what the thought process is there.
Yeah, Kansas City tried to make a push for an WNBA expansion team. And the St. Louis Blues active in free agency. They've signed another forward, P.S. Suter, to a 2-year deal. Had a career-high 25 goals last year with Vancouver. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. It has killed hundreds of thousands. Many of its victims didn't even know they were getting fentanyl. Such a tragedy. This is Robert De Niro. One of those tragic deaths was my beautiful grandson, Leo. He was just 19 years old. Fentanyl doesn't care, but you do. Join us in the fight against fentanyl. Find us online at ladrfoundation.org.
High School in the USA Cultural Exchange Program makes lifelong connections by embracing new cultures. It's a chance to share your story, traditions, and customs with others while discovering a new culture right in your own home. We match students with host families to feel less like a guest and more like a member of the family. If you're interested in embarking on a new adventure as a host family, visit highschoolintheusa.com or shoot an email to info@highschoolintheusa.com.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
It is now time for our news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
I'm Sue Danielson. Missouri's Education Commissioner Carla Esslinger says K-12 school districts across the state will benefit from a $50 million general funding increase passed by the legislature and signed by the governor.
I'm just very, very thankful. You know, the budget that was just signed earlier this week, it includes historical record amounts of increases in education funding.
The legislature approved another $376 million to reimburse K-12 school transportation costs, adding $15 million in new funding. There's also $50 million in general revenue funding to bolster a scholarship program to help send K-12 public school students to private schools, and $33 million to ensure teacher salaries are at least at the state minimum of $40,000. The Missouri Division of Cannabis Regulation has started a statewide testing program to ensure product safety and labeling accuracy. The Missouri State Public Health Lab will test to make sure growers and manufacturers are in compliance. Missouri Net News.
More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's.